You're tuned to Arrow FM, your local community access radio station. The time now is 7 o'clock. Time for some more blues here on the Friday Night Blues Show.
Stay away from me, 'cause I'm in my sin. Stay away from me, everybody, 'cause I'm in my sin. If this joint is rated, somebody give me my gin. Don't try me, nobody, 'cause you will never win. Yeah. Don't try me, nobody, 'cause you will never win. I'll fight the Army and Navy. Somebody gives me my gin. When I'm feeling high, I don't have nothing to do. Oh, when I'm feeling high, I don't have nothing to do. Just fill me full of good liquor, I'll sure be nice to you. Any bootlegger, show him a pal of mine. Any old time, any bootlegger, show him a pal of mine. 'Cause a good bottle of gin will get it every time. Lord, I don't want no clothes, I don't even want no bed to lay my head. I don't want no clothes, I don't even want no bed to lay my head. I don't want no pork chops and greens, just give me gin instead. Oh, stay away from me, 'cause I'm in my sin. Oh, stay away from me, everybody, 'cause I'm in my sin. If this joint is rated, somebody give me my gin. Somebody give me my gin.
The great Nina Simone there with the old Gin House Blues, a song she recorded in 1961. A beautiful evening in Marston at the moment, and those maybe listening on Wairarapa TV, Freeview channel number 41 will see that during the songs from our camera shot over Church Street in Marston. Not a cloud in the sky, and a huge, big orange thing just creeping slowly below the buildings. We've had a good week in Marston and the Wairarapa, although it looks like we may get a bit of rain over the weekend, which, as long as it's not too much, will be ideal. Barrel House Chuck was a Chicago-based session man and piano player who recorded on a huge number of albums, and also teamed up with Kim Wilson and his blues band from time to time. And Barrel House Chuck passed away, I think 4 or 5 years ago, but back in 2013 he put out an album called Driftin' from Town to Town. It was him and Kim Wilson's Blues All-Stars, and here's their version of a Howling Wolf song called I'm Leaving You.
But I'm leaving you. Woman, I've got to put you down. that you love me, cross your heart to die. I found out that wasn't so. I'm leaving you. Woman, I got to put you down. And you can't treat me right. Ain't no use in that hanging around. Early in the morning, before I rise, you lay there rolling your bloodshot eyes. You a mean little thing, meanest woman I ever seen. No matter how I treat you right, you still a mean little thing. Your bloodshot eyes, you a mean little thing, meanest woman I ever seen. No matter how I treat you right, you still a mean little thing. Well, I'm leaving, baby, I'm leaving you.
A great track there by Barrel House Chuck, along with Kim Wilson and his blues band. Included in the backing musicians on that album was a guy called Larry Taylor on a bass guitar, and he was at one point a member of Canned Heat. So here's Canned Heat from early on, their version of Rollin' and Tumblin'.
whole night long. Oh, well, I roll and I tumble, I cried the whole night long. Oh, well, I had the feeling, baby, something's going on wrong. Oh, well, I really love you, baby, come on and say you'll be mine. Oh, well, I really love you, baby, come on and say you'll be mine. Well, if you don't like my taters, don't you take my vine. Oh, well, I cried last night, mama, I cried the night before. Oh, well, I cried last night, mama, I cried the night before. Oh, well, I had the feeling, baby, you don't love me no more. Well, if the river was whiskey, I was a diver done. Well, if the river was whiskey, I was a diver done. Well, I would swim to the bottom, baby, I would come up. Oh, well, I roll and I tumble, I cried the whole night long. Oh, well, I roll and I tumble, I cried the whole night long. Oh, well, I had the feeling, baby, something's going on wrong.
Bit of canned heat there from the 1960s. The next track is also from the 1960s, from the Paul Butterfield Blues Band, and this is from an album called The Original Lost Electra Sessions, and these are sessions that they obviously recorded at the Electra record label, either prior or around about the time that they released their debut album, and some great tracks on this one, and here's their version of Elmore James' It Hurts Me Too.
You say you've been hurting, almost lost your mind. Yes, the man you've been loving, he hurts you all the time. When things go wrong, so wrong with you, it hurts me too. You love him more, you should love him less, but you stand behind him and you take his mess. When things go wrong, so wrong with you, it hurts me too. He loves another woman, and I love you, but you love him and stick to him like glue. When things go wrong, so wrong with you, it hurts me too. or is he gonna put you down? You know I just can't stand seeing you pushed around. When things go wrong, so wrong with you, it hurts me too. You say you've been hurting, almost lost your mind. Well, the man you've been loving, he hurts you all the time. When things go wrong, so wrong with you, it hurts me too.
You ain't nothing but a hound dog, quit snooping around, no. Ain't nothing but a hound dog, quit snooping around, no. You can wag your tail, but I ain't gonna be you no more. Told me you were hot glass, I can see it through. Told me you were high class, but I can see through. Daddy, I know you ain't no real cool cat. You ain't no but a hound dog, Chris snooping around, no. Just the old hound dog, Chris snooping around, no. You can wag your tail, but I ain't gonna be you no more. Oh, bless you. Ooh. Oh, yeah. Make it feel so good. So blue, maybe we run more. Maybe we're so blue, honey, you make me weep more. Ain't looking for a woman, all you looking is for a home. Ain't nothing but a hound dog, we're snooping around the door. Just we're snooping around my door. You can wag your tail, but I ain't gonna be you no. And bow wow to you too, honey.
A big Mama Thornton there, of course, and Hound Dog from the early 1950s. It was the original version of the song made famous by Elvis, and that brought the time to 19 minutes after 7 o'clock here on Arrow FM, your local community access radio station, and you're listening to the Friday Night Blues Show. And next up, we've got a track that came out on an album in 2016, put out by Sugar Ray and the Blue Tones, a song called Sweet Baby. Sugar Ray and the Blue Tones there, and a song called Sweet Baby. And of course, Sugar Ray is a Sugar Ray Norcia who's been around for a long time and spent some time as the harmonica player and also the vocalist for the Room Full of Blues. While that was on, had a really welcome phone call. The phone seems to be behaving itself at the moment, but I had a welcome phone call from a long time listener, Dave, and a great talking to you, Dave. And here's a song you might enjoy by Elmore James. Elmore James there, Standing at the Crossroads, and that came out in way back in the 1950s. Hope you enjoyed that, Dave, and once again, thanks for the call. Great to hear from you, and great to know that you're still listening and enjoying the blues on a Friday night here on Arrow FM. I mentioned Room Full of Blues just earlier, and this is a track that was put out on an album called Raising a Ruckus that came out in 2006, and I mentioned that Sugar Ray Norcia had been a vocalist in the band. At this stage, when this album came out, he'd actually left the band, but it's always enjoyable listening to Room Full of Blues.
Well, you dig that music with a beat, rock and roll. Yeah.
Roomful of Blues there, bringing the time on Arrow FM to 28 and a half minutes to 8 o'clock. And next we go back to the mid-1950s, a track by a Big Maybell, the song called Candy.
Why I call my sugar candy. I'm sweet on candy, and candy he's sweet on me. He understands me. Yes, my understanding candy. My candy's always handy, just when I need sympathy. Oh, I wish that there were four of him, and I could love that much more of him. He has taken my complete heart, and I got a sweet tooth for my sweetheart. Candy, 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 candy. It's gonna be just dandy. The day that I'll take my candy and make him mine, mine, oh mine, yes, mine, oh mine. The day that I'll take my candy and make him mine. Oh, mine.
Big Maybell there, a song called Candy. That really sounds like a very early version of soul music, and I suppose that's okay because, in the words of Muddy Waters, the blues had a baby and they called it a rock and roll, and he had a cousin and they called that soul. So I suppose soul music is okay on a blues show. I mentioned before Roomful of Blues, and of course that was founded way back in 1969 in Rhode Island in America, and one of the founding members was the great Duke Robillard, and he put an album out a couple of years ago called Blues Bash, and a tremendous album of all sorts of music, and this one that I'm going to play is a cover of a song written by Roy Milton, who in the 1950s was one of the leading exponents of what was called jump blues or swing blues. This is a song called What Can I Do? The old jump blues, a great style of blues, very popular in the 1950s, particularly on, I suppose, the more sophisticated west coast of America. Back in 2010, two old guys got together, old mates, and they put out an album called Joined at the Hip, and the two guys were the legends of the blues. Pinetop Perkins on piano, and his old mate from the Muddy Waters band, Willie Big Eyes Smith, on harmonica. And the track I've picked from this album, which is a really, really good album, is their version of a Sonny Boy Williamson song called Eyesight to the Blind.
Well, you were talking about your woman, and I wish you could see mine. Yes, you're talking about your woman, and I wish you could see mine. Every time she starts loving, she brings eyesight to the blind. Well, your mama must be a millionaire, I can tell by the way you talk. Yes, your mama must be a millionaire, I can tell by the way you walk. Every time you start walking, deaf and dumb begin to talk. Well, I remember one Friday morning I was laying in the bed. Some guy in the next room was dying, stopped it, raised up his head, said, "Now, ain't that woman pretty? And this whole world knows she fine." Every time she starts loving, she brings eyesight to the blind. I can tell by the way she walks. Yes, her daddy must be a millionaire, I can tell by the way she talks. Every time she starts loving, deaf and dumb begin to talk. Yes, I remember one Friday morning I was laying in the bed. Some guy in the next room was dying, stopped it, raised up his head, said, "Now, ain't that woman pretty? And this whole world knows she fine." Every time she starts loving, she brings eyesight to the blind.
Two legends of the blues there, Pinetop Perkins and Willie Big Eyes Smith. Hard to believe that when that was recorded, those two guys were actually in their 90s, and Pinetop Perkins was in the latter half of his 90s. Unfortunately, he passed away not long after that album was released, and Willie Smith, or Big Eyes Smith, he passed away a few months after Pinetop Perkins. Pinetop Perkins put down his longevity to the fact that his diet consisted of having a cheeseburger for lunch every day.
Women have heard of jalopies, you've heard the noise they make, but let me introduce my new Rocket 88. Yes, it's straight, just one way. Everybody likes my Rocket 88. Baby, we'll ride in style, moving all along. Smart and designed, black convertible top, and the gals don't mind sporting with me, riding all around town for joy. Blow your horn, Raymond, blow. In my rocket and don't be late, baby. We're pulling out about 8:30. Going round the corner and get a bill. Everybody in my car's gonna take a little nip. Move on out, oozing and cruising along.
A Rocket 88 there, a song often stated to be the first rock and roll song to be recorded. Some debate about that because Big Joe Turner's Shake, Rattle and Roll is another one as well. But whichever one was first, they certainly started off a reasonable style of recording and singing. That song's actually credited to Jackie Bernstein and his Delta Kings. In actual fact, the band was Ike Turner's Rhythm Kings, and Jackie Bernstein got all the credit because on that track he was the guy playing the saxophone and also singing. Coming up to 12 minutes to 8 o'clock here on Arrow FM. And next we've got a track from an album that was released last year. The album put out by Chris Kane called Raising Cain, and a song called Born to Play.
November back in 1950. 55. And my mother and father taught me what I needed in this world to survive. Taught me about grace and kindness in a house full of music, hope, and joy. Well, my father showed me the first thing on his guitar when I was a little 8-year-old boy. We saw B.B. King and Ray Charles every time they came to play. Play with so much love and feeling, I can still hear it today. My father let me play his guitar anytime or any place. He told me to never play it if I don't feel it, and always remember to put it back in the case.
Chris Kane there, a song called Born to Play, and he, of course, been out to New Zealand several times. I was lucky enough to see him a couple of times, certainly a tremendous guitarist. All right, next up, and this will be the last song tonight, is from a guy who was also pretty handy with the guitar, Stevie Ray Vaughan and Texas Flood.
every day.
Stevie Ray Vaughan there, and of course Texas Flood bringing to a close another edition of the Friday Night Blues Show, which was the first broadcast all over the wonderful Wairarapa on Arrow FM 92.7. All right, we'll have a short break, then you'll get some Kiwi music, and then back at 8 o'clock with the 60 show.